Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to continue my top 5 series. I wanted to do highlighters today just because you guys had been requesting that. The problem is I could not, for the life of me, get it down to 5 highlighters. So what I'm going to do is kind of mention 5 and then give you some kind of similar dupes for each one because some of them are very similar. So hopefully you guys are okay with me giving you a little bit more. And highlighters are like one of my favorite things. I would say like lip colors, highlighters, and blushes. So it was just something that I could not narrow down. So let's go ahead and get started with my favorite highlighters, and then I'll just kind of explain as we go kind of the dupes and the ones that are similar. So if you like one of them but you can't get it, or it's limited edition, or it's pricier, then there's another one you can get. So if you would like to know my favorite highlighters, then please keep watching. So the first highlighter I want to talk about is, there's 4 that are like very similar. So I was like, okay, let's just count that as one. I know that's bad, but they are all literally like the same texture dupes. It is, well, I'll just start with one and then we'll kind of go through. But I'm talking about Este Lauder Heat Wave. Now I know there's been a lot of saying this is like MAC Whisper of Guilt. I didn't personally love MAC Whisper of Guilt. I have it and I don't reach for it. These to me are more golden and very pigmented. I wanted to include this because I really love this one, but it is limited edition. So a dupe for this, in my opinion, would be the new, that you can get in stores, would be the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duos. These are literally like the same, I just feel like they're the same formula. I'll swatch these for you and I'll let you guys know kind of which ones are which. But another one that you can get away with is the Mally highlighters. So usually she has them in a duo with a blush, and they're the ones that look sort of like, if you can tell, they're all like textured, if you know what I'm saying. All great. My holy grail highlighter of life was the Mally big sized one. She doesn't make this anymore, which literally kills me. As you can see, I hit pan on this huge thing. And I would always put it on my collarbone, like bronze myself up and then put it on my collarbones and just kind of give me a glow. But I've hit pan on this, I'm almost out, and I don't use it in videos just because you can't get it anymore. But it is the same thing as the ones you can get in the blush duos. So I'll go ahead and swatch these for you. But basically, I know this is 4 highlighters, but I'm including it as 1 just because they're all dupes. And I think the only ones that you can readily get like from stores is this Mally duo and this Pro Sculpting duo. But I will swatch them all so you can see what I mean as far as how similar they are. If you can't tell them apart, that's exactly what I'm saying. This is Este Lauder Heat Wave right here. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo, and this is the Mally. So literally, I mean, honestly, they're dupes. You really can't tell. They all have the same effect. And I mean, I'm looking at them and they literally are the same. That's why I wanted to include them. I know no one talks about Mally. I don't really know why. I love Mally. Her foundations are great. Her concealers are great. Lipsticks are great. Lip glosses. I mean, not lipsticks, the liquid lipstick like glosses. So I wanted to mention these just to give you an idea. You can get Mally, I believe, at Ulta, and she has a website, and you can also get a lot of it on QVC. So if you're interested in this duo, you can get it on QVC, and I do believe you have to buy the blush with it, which the blush is pretty anyways. But I just wanted to give you guys this to show you these, to show you that even if you want to get your hands on this and it's, you know, out of stock, or well, it's limited edition, then don't freak out. You can get the Makeup Forever, you can get the Mally, and literally, can you tell them apart? I can't. So I'll swatch them on my hand just to show you. I mean, these are the same. Just wanted to go over that with you guys just to show you guys that there is dupes for stuff, and hopefully that gives you kind of an idea if you really wanted to get your hands on this. I've been hearing a lot about the Laura Geller Gilded highlighter, and it is on its way to me, so I will let you know my thoughts and if it is a dupe for these. I've heard it's very similar. I'll let you know my thoughts when I get those, but I just wanted to mention these 4 just to give you an idea. These 4 are my first favorite. That's terrible, but just roll with me. Next set of highlighters are very similar, and I wanted to keep with the theme, I guess, of doing, you know, similar like dupes almost. 3 that I want to talk about is the Balm Mary Luminizer, the Gerard Cosmetics Marilyn new highlighter, and then Becca Opal. What I mean by this is they're very similar in texture when I swatch them and the way they feel. I just want to go ahead and show you swatches and then I'll compare them. very similar. The colors vary a tiny bit, but I just wanted to go over this with you guys to show you guys. This one is the Mary Luminizer, so this would be your most white. I would say out of the three, this is your Gerard Cosmetics, which is the most golden toned Marilyn, and then this one is Becca Opal, which is more champagne-y. So I don't know if you can tell, they're very similar, the way their texture is and the way they apply to the skin, kind of the glow they give. They're more powdery. The other ones are more, they don't have any kickback. When you dust it, there's no powder flying. These ones you have more powder flying. But these are some of my favorites, and I know the Becca Opal is super expensive. Looking for a cheaper option, you could go for the Balm. It's a lot cheaper. And then also you could go for the Gerard if you like that and you want a little bit more of a golden glow, then you could do that. So these all remind me of each other. They're very similar. I feel like if you're on a budget, just choose one, whichever one you prefer. Like I said, I mean, the Opal's most expensive, but I reach for these just as much. So I just wanted to include all of these to show you they're very, very similar. So I wanted to mention is basically the exact same thing. One is high end and one is cheap. This is the NARS Albatross, and this is the e.l.f. Gotta Glow. So e.l.f. Gotta Glow, NARS Albatross. This is the e.l.f. This is the NARS. They are super similar. This is a very white, goldy, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Vanilla by MAC. I will say the formula is better, obviously, on the Albatross, and it's a little more glowy, but they are very similar. So this is the NARS, a little bit more opaque, and this is the e.l.f. So NARS, Albatross, and then this is e.l.f. Gotta Glow. If you're on a budget, I know the NARS one is expensive and pricey, you could just grab the e.l.f. You'll get a similar effect. So I thought I would include those. The e.l.f. is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit whiter, and the NARS has a little bit more of a golden glow. This is the NARS, and then this is the e.l.f. So I thought I would include these. I feel like these are really pretty on the tops of your cheekbone, and I just thought I would include them because I know these have been staples. I've used the Albatross a lot more than the e.l.f. And then when I was going through my drawer, I was like, oh my god, I need to grab this and just use it in tutorials because I really do love this highlighter. The next highlighter I wanted to talk about is one of my absolute favorites. I own a lot of these, but this is my favorite shade. This is the Artist Couture Gold Digger Diamond Glow Powder. This stuff is really, really intense, really shimmery. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you guys. This is something, if you don't like glitter, then you won't like this. This is, I would say I would steer clear of this if you are really worried about like wrinkles, or if you are maybe have mature skin and you don't want to draw attention to it. I mean, I'm sure you can see this is super intense. There is a lot of kickback, so when you use it, it's best used with a fan brush and just continually kind of add it to your cheekbones, if that makes sense. But I really love the glow this gives. Sometimes I will spray my brush with a like makeup setting spray to get it wet, and then I'll go in with this. So it's just really intense, pretty gold, white gold highlight. Definitely had to include this. I have, I think, 6 different shades, but this one is the most dramatic for me, and I really love this one, so I had to include this in my favorites. So there was a couple more I wanted to mention just because I don't hear a lot about them on YouTube. So this one I have never heard anyone talk about on YouTube, and this is from Dalton. Dalton is on QVC. She has lipsticks and face products, and they actually are pretty good. So this is a cream highlighter, and I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of dirty just from putting my brush in there, but it's a white gold cream formula highlighter. I really like this one. I have had it in my drawer for a while and I haven't gotten it out, but let me go ahead and swatch it for you. So obviously this is a heavy swatch. It's like a really goldy white highlighter. I think that she has it in pink too, which I think I have, and I'll go ahead and like sheer it out on my hand. And I would use this with a stippling brush and or even just my finger and just lightly tap it into my cheekbones, because this is very sticky. So if you don't like sticky or cream products for your face, you will not like this. So there's a swatch of it sheared out. It's really pretty and glowy. I really like cream products for my face. And again, I just wanted to talk about it because no one on YouTube talks about it. So you can get this at qvc.com. I will link it down below if you're interested, and let you know where you can get it. But I think she has like a light pink shade too, so I thought I would mention this just for something different if you're looking for highlighters that not everybody is using. The next highlighter I want to talk about, the next highlighter I want to talk about is Benefit What's Up. I love this highlighter. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. It's just a really pretty, I think the reason people don't talk about it is because cream highlighters are harder to work with. You don't just like dust them on. They can disrupt your foundation if you don't apply them correctly. So I totally understand. I love this one. I find this one is really dramatic. If I want to like really have a really intense glow, I could use this and then maybe top it with another one. This one is super beautiful, and I love that it like meshes into my skin. It's like a white goldy, but I would say it leans more gold. I would just either swipe this really lightly and then just like dab it, or I would swipe it and use like a damp beauty blender and just kind of work it into the skin. But this is really pretty. This is one, if I really want to glow in the summer, I will use, and I just had to include it just because I just love it. I could not include it. So the last highlighter I wanted to mention was a new one to my collection, and it's so beautiful and so intense. I had to mention it. I know I'm literally, I don't even know what I'm at. I'm at like 10 now, so please forgive me. I know this is the top 5, but I'm cheating. So I had to mention this because this is so beautiful, so intense, and it is very kind of unique. This is from Ofra Cosmetics. This is their illuminating blush strips. And what I like about this is there's a gold, a rose gold, a white, and a light pink, kind of different shades. So I'll go ahead and swatch it all together. If you swatch it all together, you get like a really light pinky gold. What I love about this is you can do it separately. So you can just do like the pink, you can do the gold, you can do the white, and then you can do like the rose gold. So all different kind of shades. So you can kind of, like if you want to go for a golden, you go for the golden. The white is super intense. And so I love the fact that you can kind of change it up with this. This is extremely pigmented, literally, like especially the white. It's like bam, highlight. So I had to mention this. I just thought there wasn't enough people talking about this. I know this came, I believe, in a BoxyCharm a couple months ago, and everybody was loving it. And Ofra sent this to me, so I just wanted to disclose that. But they gave me a coupon code. I will put it down below. It's not an affiliate link, but it'll save you, I believe, 30%. So you might as well save the money if you're gonna grab this. This is one of my favorite products that I've gotten from Ofra, and I definitely recommend this. Alright guys, so that concludes my favorite highlighters. I know this is supposed to be my top 5, but I could not narrow it down. And you know, I own probably like 30 or 40 highlighters, so the fact that I could get it down to 10 was good for me. And I hope that I gave you some ideas. You know, maybe you want to get your hands on one, but you can't get it. It's limited edition, it's too expensive, it's out of your budget. So I want to kind of show you some different ideas and some things that you might be able to get your hands on. I have other highlighters I love too, but I really had to like try to narrow it. So hopefully it was not too long and too crazy for you guys. I hope I gave you good swatches and just give you some ideas of some different highlighters that you could purchase and use. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to continue doing these series. I'm going to work on doing blush next, so let me know what else you want to see. Comment down below, and I will do that and film that shortly. And I appreciate all the support. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.